Everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. You know, I was actually watching a video earlier this week, and they said you shouldn't say welcome back all the time because everybody's not doesn't even know about your channel. So you should just say welcome to the channel. Okay. So I said welcome back, and I'm also saying welcome to all of those who um, may be new to the channel as well, and hope you're getting something out of it. If this is your first time seeing me, um, hey, how you doing? And don't forget to consider subscribing. I got some good content on there. I try to put some quality content on here as it relates to what this channel is all about, which is DIY tools, especially because I'm a tool guy. I'm a tool head, and on home improvement and all that good stuff. Okay, so on the lives, we talk about different subjects. I figured I'll bring this one a little bit more closer to home and more related to the theme of the channel. And it says, what's the latest remodeling trends? If you're interested in that at all, because trends, they change all the time, right? You open a new magazine and you get this trend, that trend for this year. And then, it's like, man, it just really shows how these things fluctuate. But apparently it's a big deal. So I figured I'd cover it. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's dive right into it. Now, a lot of people aren't really investing in their homes like they used to. Why is that? Can somebody tell me why they're not investing in remodeling and renovations like they used to? Well, look what's been happening for the last, I don't know, year or so. You got interest rates that are out of this world. I think I haven't checked the interest rates lately, but they're definitely not what they used to be. So a lot of times people renovate before they sell, right, in hopes of getting a new home. But because of the interest rates and the Fed's trying to stem inflation, um, interest rates are higher now. So a lot of people are staying put in their homes, but they're still remodeling them, right, in hopes of possibly reselling it in the future, or just to remodel it because they want to do so, right? Um, so as a result of that, a lot of spending has declined when it comes to remodeling and all that good stuff. So I'm sure the hardware stores and the industry has felt that hit because of these interest rates and people not coming out of pocket like they used to as far as refinancing for or even selling their home, right? They're like, man, we're going to stay put. I don't have, I don't want to pay those high interest rates, so I'm going to stay put right now. But there of course are others who really, they're playing the long game as well, and they said, okay, I can remodel, and I'll get a better ROI on my project or whatever I do if I remodel now. And that brings us to the topic of tonight. So what are the trends going on this year as far as remodeling? So let's dive right into that, guys. If you're into this stuff, please leave a comment. Don't forget, don't be afraid to come into the chat and conversate, and talk about it, right? Give me your 2 cents, your 3 cents, 50 cents, whatever it is. And that's one of the reasons I do the lives. I don't want to just be talking to you guys all, just have it be a one-way street. So let's see, guys. Let's see what's going on in the remodeling world, the renovation world today. As far as trends go, um, I found it pretty interesting myself. Um, so they say people are putting less emphasis on floor plans, like open floor plans, right, where everything is open and stuff like that. It's funny what the last couple of years have done to that type of thinking, that mentality, right? A lot of people stayed home or they were working from home, right? So the whole open floor plan trend, right, has kind of reverted back to floor plans where rooms are separated again, right? Because you want your privacy, you want your workspaces back in order. Because like I said, a lot of people they're not going to the office anymore. They're working from home. They're working remotely. So and sometimes if they work for a big company, they need that privacy or they need that soundproofing, right? Not being disturbed by other things going on in the house, because a lot of people, they have virtual meetings like Zoom meetings and all that good stuff. So you see a trend now where people are wanting that separation again, right? And so that was an interesting observation to me, because it shows you how mentalities, right, and external factors, external stimulus can actually affect even floor plans in renovation and remodeling projects. So yeah, that was a pretty interesting fact that I noticed there. All right, what else, guys? It's also emphasizing upgrades to support, like I said, remote work in terms of the electrical network, right? The infrastructure of your home, or it doesn't have to be a home; it can be a building or whatever. And they're adding more things like ports, charger outlets, devices, like storage devices for data and things like that. And once again, that reflects, the whole remote work from home type of deal. And so you see that as a trend coming up as well in this year, 2024. And you also have, let's see here, you have more sustainable approaches to renovation as well, right? Like solar panels, like things that people didn't even really consider before, right? Because a lot of people don't know what to expect in these times, and the world got shook up, right, in the last 4 or 5 years. And you know they've always had the what do they call those people that the preppers. They've always had preppers, but you see some of that prepper mentality even bleeding into the average person when it comes to the average homeowner, or person that has or seeking to buy a home. Like things like solar panels, right? Where I remember back in the days, maybe 15 years ago, if you talked about solar panels, that was somebody who lived out in the woods or off grid, trying to survive, right? Or thinking about a doomsday coming, or that kind of person. But now you see how mentalities shift once again, right? When certain things happen and people observe things going on in the world where they don't feel as secure or as safe, as before. They start looking at these things that person they called crazy was looking at a long time ago. So they're incorporating more of this stuff into new home builds, new renovation projects as well. Like they're considering this stuff more, like solar panels, renewable energy, all that good stuff, right? Yeah. So okay, what else, guys? And feel free to chime in. Feel free to chime in. Maybe give you some ideas. Give us all some ideas here. Okay. Here's another one: bathroom grab bars, non-slip flooring. I don't know if that's such a trend. I think that's been around for a long time, especially when it comes to people that need, like old elderly people, right? You always have the grab bar in the tub, something they can grab a hold to, or a handicapped person. But they say that's more of these safety upgrades are a trend now. I don't think that they've ever been a trend in my book. I mean, and anytime, they've been around for the longest time. But anyway, that's what some of these articles are considering trends. Here's an interesting one: interior design that emulates nature, also known as biophilia, will be popular. Anybody ever heard that word, biophilia? I didn't look it up or anything, but I am familiar with the concept, though, of integrating nature with your home, right? So you're almost like walking into two different. If you walk into your home, you're like walking into a structure built by man, but it's also integrated with, natural elements, right? I mean, I remember looking at a house where a giant oak tree, or whatever it was. I'm just saying oak tree, but it was a pretty big tree, and it was actually in the house, right? It was in the middle of the house. It seems as if the house was built around it. It was the focal point, the center point of how that house was built, right? And that may have been an extreme case, but you see it in less extreme cases where people are, incorporating different kinds of plants into the walls, different things. I mean, you can look that up. And they call it biophilia, like I said. That's a new concept I have to research and probably talk about on another live more in depth. It says remodeling trends for exterior spaces include outdoor showers and kitchens, as well as adding awnings and fire pits and all this other stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, outdoor showers. I mean, I wouldn't mind having an outdoor shower. If I had a place like that, where I can, yeah, that's always something that I think most people enjoy. I said most people, not everybody. Having, being able to go outside and take a shower. It's kind of like being on the beach, right? After you get out the water and all that good stuff. But yeah, things like that, right? Fire pits. I know that's popular out here in California, where I'm at on the West Coast. You have, people go on the beach and they have those fire pits, what do they call it, bonfires and stuff. Well, you can have that in your backyard. You can have, and I would assume even some people probably have it inside their home as well, right? Uh, but it depends on how much you want to customize your living space. Um, Color and lighting design will it says we'll see an increase in drenching. Color drenching. That's another term I'm not familiar with, but it says that's when you use a single hue, a single color to pretty much create just permeate the whole room. Now, how's that different from just painting a room? I don't know, but apparently it's a different use of color and lighting to provide this effect. Okay, um, and that's another trend that's happening. Okay, as far as bathrooms and stuff like that, let's see here. Uh, Luxury design finishes such as tiled shower pans, quartz, and granite vanity tops. Somebody who's more familiar with the game, are those haven't those been around forever? Um, but it says those are trends now. Maybe people are just focusing on those only, versus other items. I guess it's just more popular when you're talking about trends. It's not like they didn't do these things before, but they're more popular right now. And the thing with trends is that you know uh, they kind of cycle, right? One trend may be unpopular for the next 2 years, and then it may return or come back. So it's not necessarily something new, but it could be the resurgence, right, of something that was popular in the past. And yeah, so just keep that in mind. Let's see, personalized or handmade features, including vanity, storage, and mirrors. Okay, yeah, you can personalize personalize your storage, your mirrors. How would you personalize a mirror? I don't know. Would you engrave something on it or something like that? Interesting. Um, Spa style aesthetics, including indoor house plants. Well, that goes back to the incorporating the biophilia thing, indoor house plants. Um, but it'll be in your bathroom though, instead of just you'll have that whole integration of nature in your bathroom. So I guess you can feel like you're actually out in the woods or something. Um, let's see here. Um, Deep vessel sinks, walk-in showers, and wet rooms. Okay, yeah. Well, I've walked in a few showers myself over the years, so I don't know how much of a trend that is. Um, Deep sinks, I think, yeah, those may be kind of new, right? How deep, I don't know, but I've seen a few though. I've seen a few, and they look pretty nice. Updated tiling, lighting, and hardware. Okay, so I mean, hey, take your pick with that. They have all kinds of styles of hardware when it comes to that. Tile, yeah, they got many different tile options too out there to choose from. And but let's touch on the actual remodeling of the bathroom itself. That I think is one of the latest developments as far as doing that is, say for your shower, for instance, if you were to strip out a shower, demolish the showers because you're going to renew it or redo it. Um, Backer board, right? Backer board was a big thing, right? It still is, right? To waterproof your shower, but now they have these membranes you can actually put over drywall, right? You can put your drywall up. You don't even have to put the backer board up, but you can put like a membrane up. I think the brand of it is it's a popular brand. It's called Schluter, or I think that's what it is, and it's much lighter than cement board, right? And you just gotta you gotta put the thin set on and then put it up there. and it's real, it's real easy to do. It's much, like I said, it's much easier to handle. Thing about it is, if you miss a spot, then that can mean the end of your bathroom, because if a leak gets through, if water gets through that, if you don't really tape it right and you apply it right, then it could spell disaster for your bathroom, right? Um, but yeah, they have that out there. Um, when it comes to, like I said, applying waterproofing to your shower, or wherever you want to put it. Um, okay, what else? Hey, they got water and energy efficient fixtures like dual flush toilets and LED light bulbs. Yeah, okay. Dual flush toilets. I wonder what that's all about. That'll be something to research. Let's see here. Okay, so that was the bathroom, guys. Let's see who's there. Perry Girl Life Notes. Is a trend because kids having to take care of parents or grandparents. Okay. She also says a lot of ADU or mother-in-law units are trending. Mother-in-law units. But she says my internet's stalling. Is it okay now? Tell me, is it doing okay now? Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep going here. I don't see any glitches on my end. If it's stalled on you guys, if the internet's going in and out, sorry about that. I don't see it glitching on my end though. But thanks for letting me know, Perry Girl Live Notes. Yeah, Perry Girl Live Notes brought up a good point there. ADUs have become very popular over the last few years, and that's those units that you can, it's not like a house or anything. It's just a separate smaller unit that you can put in your backyard or wherever you want to put it, as a separate part of the house, and those have been trending for the last few years, I think. And yeah, that's another option to look into if you need more space, or like she said, if they call them mother-in-law units, if you want your mother-in-law to live back there or whoever, that's an option. Let's see here. Okay, kitchen. Let's talk about the kitchen for a second. Longer kitchen islands. I know everybody probably knows what an island is in a kitchen. That's that countertop area that's separate from the everything else. Is just sitting in the middle of the kitchen, and it can have a sink in it. It may not. It can have drawers, cabinets on it, but it does provide a nice look to the kitchen, right? I must admit. And let's see here. It says longer kitchen islands of more than 7 feet. Those are trending right now because they can double as dining areas. In other words, you can pull some stools up, some chairs, and it can almost be a dining room table right there in the middle of the kitchen. So that's trending. Let's see here. Upgraded thinner countertops of quartz or quartzite. Yeah, so that's what thinner countertops. Okay, versus I guess countertops have been thicker on late. I guess for the past who knows how long, and now they have thinner ones. All right. Well, that can pose some issues as well. There's always other sides to things, right? So if it's thinner, that means it can break easier, right? So that's something to consider as well. But if you're a trend person and you follow the trends, then I guess you may get a thinner countertop, since that's the thing to do. I like this one. Countertops made from recycled materials for environmental concerns. Why? Because it goes back to that whole renewable aspect thing, because I don't think the world at large has really exploited, or maybe I shouldn't even use that word in this context. That's a bad word to use in the context of talking about saving the earth and all that, right? You don't want to talk about exploitation or anything. But how about the word leverage, right? Leverage renewables, right? Recycled materials. It's saying here that a lot of countertops today are being made from recycled materials, which is a good thing, right? I was in the solar industry myself. I don't know, maybe almost 20 years back. I don't want to date myself, but yeah, I was in the solar industry back in the days, and yeah, I really appreciated learning about that industry and learning about how you can harness the sun to produce electricity. And that's what it's all about. That's what renewable energy is all about. Taking what's out there, nature, and incorporating that into your, into your not just lifestyle, but building structures. And so yeah, so that's trending now. Says flat panel cabinets are also trending. Concealed pantries for an elegant style. Okay, so if you think of a pantry, right, it's usually, I guess, I don't know, it could be in a room, or it could be, it can be open, where a big cabinet full of all your stuff. I guess hiding them now is the thing, right? Getting them away from view is the thing. Don't ask me why, who comes up with these trends, but that's what's going on. It says colors with higher contrast to make the paint choices pop. Okay, so that's a trend, I guess. That's subjective. Maybe everybody doesn't want things to pop. They want a more, a less aggressive paint color, I should say, for lack of a better word. But that's the thing today. Things that the whole contrasting thing, whole colors popping, bright colors, and all that stuff. That's a trend in the kitchen today. Creative backsplash tile. Well, I think backsplash tile has always been creative when it comes to the part of the kitchen that has the most artistic flair to it, right? It's backsplashes, because they got the different colored tiles, the different color designs. So that's that's coming to the fore now, as far as popularity. Okay, so if you have a wooden home, it says natural accents are the thing that's coming out now, right? Something where the light hits it, or the natural light hits it, and brings out that natural, I don't know, wooden type of look in the kitchen. So I'm thinking flooring, right? If you have wooden floors or something like that in the kitchen, that's what would be that's what's trending right now. Let's see here. Recessed lighting. Yeah, I think recessed lighting has always been a good development when it comes to lighting, right? I mean, it's recessed into the ceiling. That's always been a good look. Always been a good look. So, I'm not gonna knock that one. Okay. Let me go back to all right. Oh, what happened? Did I stall? I hope I didn't stall, guys. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to stay on too long because it seems like my internet's acting up. But anyway, I just wanted to drop that on you guys. Some of the trends going on in the remodeling, renovation world. If you're thinking about remodeling or renovating in these, high interest rate times, it's not a bad idea. You can get a good ROI on it, and you can actually calculate the numbers on it and see what kind of ROI you can get. Right. So just giving you guys some ideas of what's going on out there. And if you plan on selling it, you can really make some money if you do it right. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks, Very Good Life Notes, for stopping by and adding your your 2 cents in there. I appreciate it. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good one.